What do you think of that, Carl? What would you, how would you, though, what would, if you wanted to make the ultimate fighting animal, what would you come up with? If you had the power, like that fella in Arabian Nights, size of a chimpanzee, you could change into anything, but you could change into, you know, like that.
I don't think I'd go for strength and that. I'd go for survival.
What would you do? Cockroach?
No, I'd have like, an armadillo's body.
Right. Okay. So that's as big as you can be now then. So you can't really pop on a lion's head because it'd just lay there going, I can't fucking move.
Alright. I'd have head of an owl.
Right.
The head of an owl?
Yeah, why come on, what does that bring to the table?
The head's there to sort of make it look friendly to the human race. So, because if you look half decent to the human race, they'll look after you.
Right.
That's the way it works, isn't it? With a cat and a dog and all that.
Okay.
So the owl makes it look nice.
Right.
I'd have, I wouldn't have legs, I'd go for like the slug juice.
What do you mean? So now, you're a really slow-moving, legless armadillo with the head of an owl.
Slithering along. How is that going to be friendly? They'll see the beautiful face, but then they'll be terrified by the sludge.
No, because the head's that nice that they'll forgo the sludge.
But hold on though. But wait a minute. So it's got this thing that's stuck, right, going at 0.1 miles an hour, with a going hoo, right? You come over, you kick the head off. How is this?
No, because the head can go into the thing like a tortoise.
Can it?
Yeah, of course it can. Into the armadillo body.
Well, no, an armadillo doesn't do that. It just curls up into a ball.
This isn't an armadillo, is it?
So it's
why has it got the slug? Why
Because
is that so attractive?
what I'm thinking is an armadillo. They're good when they're on their feet. Flip them, they get stuck like a tortoise.
Right.
Slug stuff keeps it down. So if anything attacks it, it's like a limpet or one of them things that can.
Why have a limpet then?
But it can't get any. It can barely move. It can
just
hardly get anywhere.
Go and kick it.
What do you mean it can't get
Well,
anywhere?
how can it escape from danger? It's going to move very slowly.
No, because
that's the worst animal.
It'll lock itself in.
Yeah, and then I just scoop it up on the
You can't scoop it up. It locks itself in if it's in danger. I'd give it peacock feathers.
This is the worst animal
Why has it got peacock feathers?
Again, it's just
the worst animal I've ever heard.
Why has it got peacock feathers?
Threatening. It looks more threatening.
That's the least threatening thing, peacock feathers. It's like Danny LaRue coming at you. There's nothing remotely scary about peacock feathers.
Yeah, to humans, but the humans won't be harming it because they like the owl head. People will like to have these things in the garden. They eat lettuce.
They eat lettuce! Why has it got a beak? They eat lettuce, he's telling them what it's gonna eat now, the owl's going, fuck that, I want a mouse. I love the fact that he's based what it eats on the fact that how it moves a bit like a slug. Yeah. Let it eat lettuce. It moves that, and let it eat lettuce.
Like I said, it's not that weird if that existed. If that was normal, that when you went out to empty your bin, there was one of them sliding up the wall. You wouldn't even double take, it'd just be like, oh, there's the owl head peacock feathered thing.
I don't know why it's climbing walls in an effort to find lettuce.
Yeah, why is it climbing up that wall?
Because that's the only way it can see properly. Because its head's coming out like that.
So even though you've designed this animal, now you're even expanding its limitations.
Well, it's mainly made as to be on walls. Because what else is living on walls?
Oh God! Oh fucking hell! What a useless animal that is. Carl, I mean.
But nature chucks up odd things, doesn't it?
Don't. Why are we starting on this again?
No, I'm just saying that is nature. Now and again, you'll get stuff that.
Oh, was he looking at you?
Yeah.
Was he really?
Look at his fucking head. Look at his stupid round fucking orangey head and
Why aren't you a freak? You've got a little bald head. We're not meant to be bald.
Well, I was, I think. That's the thing. That's what nature's done. You see, I didn't do anything with my hair when I had hair. I didn't style it, I didn't do anything with it, and it probably thought, what am I doing here? Whereas people who love their hair, and they comb it and have different styles and look after it, they have hair for ages.
Nonsense. No, nonsense, absolute nonsense.
Well, you're saying
absolute nonsense.
Well, it's a little bit weird then, isn't it? And that's what happens with old people, once they lose their, will to live, once they lose the job, they get old. What's my purpose? What am I doing here? And it's like nature goes, you're not needed, and they die. Maybe that's what happened with the dodo. What's it doing? It can't fly, its wings are useless. Eat it, tastes horrible, kill it.
No, they did eat
Nature.
it. I think they did eat it.
Yeah, but it wasn't very nice, was it?
I think they over-farmed it. I think that's why it was extinct. Because they did eat it.
No, but they did eat it, but they didn't like it. Everybody, you never saw like a fully eaten carcass of a dodo.
You're
It'd always
making this
be
up
half
again.
eaten.
All conjecture.
No, but they didn't eat it all. Everybody would probably try it and go, it's not for me, that.
But you don't know
No
this.
idea,
You
you're
don't
just
know
making
this.
it up.
What's this based on? That people... And also, why would that kid it out?
Because I'll tell you why. Because if it's not nice, people don't get another one in. And they die out. The reason we've got loads of chickens and loads of cows is because we eat them. If we ate polar bears, we wouldn't be short of them. Because you'd farm it, you'd take more care, but what's a polar bear doing? Sat on a block of ice floating about. It's no use to us, is it? It sounds harsh.
Once
it's
again,
no
got
use.
his information from a Glacier Mint
No,
advert.
but it's no use to us. We know they're there, and it's all very sad when you see them on the news sort of struggling and all that.
Yeah.
But it's going to make them stronger.
I asked Carl in the week, right, what animal would he never trust? Even if he got to know it and it was a pet and everything, what animal would he never trust? What was it?
Was this a wasp?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you trust a wasp, Carl?
I just think that
They're shifty.
all other animals, if you get them at an early age, you can sort of make them like you.
You can train them.
A wasp,
Nothing.
never.
Is there anything do you think there's anything you could do that would kind of win the favour and win the trust of a wasp? What would you have to do you think?
What if you had it from a little grub
Yeah.
and you fed it, he had its favourite marmalade?
It doesn't affect it though, does it? A bee dies, doesn't it, if it does it, so it's not gonna like use it willy-nilly.
That's easy for you to say.
But a wasp,
Do you think they sting arbitrarily? They just sting for the fun of it. They're like sort of like delinquent insects. Like
I
delinquent
think so, because last night, right, I mean this is part of educating Ricky in a way, but something I learnt last night was that tarantulas only bite you if you annoy it.
Right.
They don't, do you know how people say, oh, if you're in a sleeping bag living in a jungle, a spider will get in there and it'll bite you?
Yeah.
Apparently not, you've got to really annoy it. The thing that it really hates is having its leg sort of twisted.
It hates having his leg twisted. Right.
Yeah, but that's more for...
Is that what they said in the documentary?
No,
actually said,
Almost certainly not, Steve. Almost certainly
Were you watching
not.
a documentary?
No, I was reading it.
Oh, you're reading it.
And, it was this guy...
Was it scrawled on the wall in like a public toilet?
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you more about that later.
Oh,
It's
right,
part
I'm
of
looking forward
the, thing.
Educating Ricky.
So if you
Part
don't
of the
trust the evil wasp, what animal do you trust? What's your favourite?
Well, I also, I said to him, right, supposing your mind, right, your mind got put into any animal, right, and you've got to get from where you are now, right, to Glasgow, right, as an animal, right, but the authorities will be looking out for it.
Okay.
And it's shooting you, right, and, what you went through loads, didn't you?
I was thinking about it for it must have took me about an hour.
So your mind, sorry, your mind has been put into an animal.
And then, yeah, so it's you
And
in
you-
this animal thinking
yeah.
you've got to get to somewhere.
but the authorities know you're in the animal?
Yeah, maybe your body is in Glasgow somewhere, and you've got to get this animal to get to you so it can transfer its mind back into your body.
But the government knows that I'm...
Oh, we've all had that conversation.
So the government's going, Carl can't have his own brain back.
I only have it with Carl, don't I,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
conversations. Go on, yeah.
So yeah, so you're on the way.
So
to
think about
Glasgow.
it, you think about it just for a second, so let's recap. Your body's in Scotland,
Right.
He's the only one that takes my question seriously.
your brain is in London, right? And there's like loads of security and stuff looking out in the sky for animals or looking on the field, seeing what's looking a bit suspicious. Trying to get to your body.
And they're
to put
shooting
the
'em.
brain, and they're shooting everything and killing all the animals. What thing would you pick to get your brain to Scotland that wouldn't get caught? And I reckon I've got the answer.
A wasp?
No, because think about it, a lot of people get irritated if it sort of wanted to get a lift in a car going down the motorway. If someone's driving
was
there's a
hitchhiking,
wasp
yeah.
in the car, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, sure.
Cause a right accident.
Yeah.
So think of something that people wouldn't, you know.
And the clock's ticking as well.
You're taking this really very seriously,
Yeah,
aren't you, Carl?
you've only got a
You
couple
have
of...
thought, you've given this a lot of thought, haven't you? You have.
Yeah.
So, something with speed.
Yeah, it's
Something
got
that can travel quite speedily.
Well,
Well, that's yeah.
well,
and something
but-
that's also inconspicuous.
yeah.
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 Is that the sort of thing you're
Well,
that's what you're going
yeah.
And is it a creature that's native to this country?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
I've got no idea, Carl. What are you thinking?
Tell him.
A flea.
A flea?
Think
Tell him
about
why.
it. Think about it. Right, this flea, it's got my brain. It's dead small, the flea.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah.
And so he goes, right, I've got to get to Scotland. So it jumps on someone who's going to Euston Station.
Right.
They don't know it's there.
No.
The government can't see it.
God, Steve! Think of that statement! Think of you just tuned in.
Yeah.
Now,
People get on the train, goes to Glasgow or Edinburgh, wherever in Scotland it is. It jumps off, it goes right, jumps on someone else who's going the way it needs to go, gets there, still no one's seen it, jumps on me, I get my brain back.
Yeah.
The government are like, phew.
And you feel confident that your brain would fit in that of a flea's?
Well, you said there was no problem with the size of it, you said you could,
there certainly wouldn't be.
so...
No.
I pretty much, you could download everything you know into a flea.
So that's genius.
No, what, I was walking down the street and this pigeon, sparrow, whatever, did its thing, and it landed on my ear, and I was like, oh god. So I thought, well, I'm not going to wipe it off.
Why not?
Because I don't want to get it on my hands. Right? So I thought I'd leave it till I get home. So it's probably about...
So you went to work.
Oh, met some friends. Not about midnight.
Went on the pool.
So I was best man, so after the speeches, that is brilliant.
No, it was on there for, I don't know, half an hour or something like that.
Brilliant.
And I get home and get
Did it
some...
not kind of slowly ooze down your neck?
No, it's fairly hard.
Right.
And, sort of corroded my ear.
What are you talking about?
Why did you leave it there, though? Why not just wipe it off with something? You
I
can't,
don't have
I can
anything.
walk round with...
Pop in a newsagent and buy some tissues.
But then I'd look stupid.
What?
mean?
Where is the bird smuck on your ear?
Brilliant. They're all wearing that now.
But no, what is it they eat?
It's alkaline. No, it's really strongly alkaline, isn't it? Or is it acidic? I don't know. Maybe someone knows. Is bird milk acidic or alkaline? But it's corrosive, yeah.
Weird,
Yeah.
isn't it? Weird.